Hey everyone, are you ready to unlock some serious brain power? Because today we are diving deep into how to sharpen your mind and boost your overall well-being with cognitive exercises.
Yeah, it's like hitting the gym, but for your brain.
Exactly. And we're exploring this awesome article by Joseph Aminian
Oh, yeah.
called Mastering Cognitive Exercises for Holistic Health, Prosperity, and
I
Balance.
love that title.
Prosperity and
Oh,
balance.
it's so good.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, this article is packed with some seriously fascinating insights.
What I find really exciting is that Aminian doesn't just touch on the obvious stuff like improving memory or focus.
Right.
He connects cognitive exercises to a whole range of benefits, from stress management to emotional resilience to even achieving greater balance and success in life.
Okay, I'm intrigued, but before we get ahead of ourselves, let's break down what we're actually talking about here. What exactly are cognitive exercises, and why should we even care? Well, you can think of them as targeted workouts designed to challenge your brain and make it stronger, and why should you care? Well, imagine feeling sharper, more focused, and better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way.
Okay.
That's the power of a well-trained mind.
So it's not just about becoming a trivia champion, it's about improving your quality of life in a tangible way.
Exactly.
I'm listening. But let's get practical. What kind of exercises are we talking about here?
Well, Manian covers a whole range, but one that really stood out to me was mindful meditation.
Okay, I have to admit, I'm one of those people who always thought meditation was just about, sitting there and trying to empty your mind.
Yeah.
How does that actually translate to a brain workout?
It's not about emptying your mind, it's about training it to focus.
Okay.
Aminian explains that mindfulness helps you become aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment.
Okay.
And this helps you detach from those unhelpful thought patterns, leading to calmer decision-making.
So instead of getting swept away by every thought and emotion, you're learning to observe them and choose how you respond.
Exactly.
That's actually pretty cool. And how much time are we talking about committing to this?
Well, Aminian suggests starting with just 5 to 10 minutes of focused breathing exercises daily.
Okay.
Even that small amount of time can make a difference.
Okay. I can definitely handle that. What else is on Minions' cognitive workout menu?
Well, if you like a good mental challenge, he's a big advocate for brain-boosting games.
Ooh, bring on the puzzles.
He mentions classics like chess Sudoku and crosswords, but also highlights the benefits of trying new games that push you out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
The key is to keep your brain engaged and learning.
I'm all about challenging myself, but I'm curious, does a minion get into the why behind why these games are beneficial?
Absolutely. He explains that engaging in these challenging activities can help boost cognitive reserve, which can help protect against age-related decline.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like building a mental savings account for your future self.
Love that analogy.
Yeah.
So it's not just about sharpening your mind. Now it's about investing in your long-term cognitive health as well.
Exactly. And speaking of long-term benefits, Aminian also talks about the power of learning new skills.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. I'm a firm believer in lifelong learning, but I'm curious to hear a minion's take on it.
Well, he emphasizes that learning new things, whether it's a new language, a musical instrument, or even a new hobby, keeps your brain agile and adaptable.
Right.
He even dives into the science behind it, explaining how learning actually rewires your brain, creating new connections and strengthening existing pathways, much like physical exercise builds muscle.
Wait, so learning a new language is basically like hitting the gym for your brain.
It is.
I like the sound of that.
And Aminian goes on to explain that this neural plasticity, as it's called, is essential for maintaining cognitive function as we age.
So the more we challenge our brains, the more adaptable and resilient they become.
Got it.
But I have to admit, I was a little surprised to see physical exercise listed as a cognitive exercise.
I know, right?
You wouldn't think it would be directly related.
Right.
Aminian points out that physical activity has a huge impact on cognitive function.
Yeah.
Okay. Spill the details. How does getting our bodies moving benefit our brains?
Well, exercise increases blood flow and delivers oxygen to the brain. It also helps reduce stress hormones, which can impair cognitive function.
Yeah.
Aminian highlights activities like walking, jogging, and yoga as great options for boosting brain power.
See, I knew there was a reason I felt so much more clear-headed after a good workout.
Exactly. It's not just about physical fitness, it's about mental fitness too.
This is making me rethink my whole approach to exercise.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for more.
Yeah.
What other cognitive exercises does Aminian have up his sleeve?
This one might surprise you: active listening and visualization.
Hold on, how is listening a brain workout? I do a lot of that passively, especially when I'm driving or doing chores.
Well, the key here is active listening.
Okay.
Aminian explains that when you truly focus on what someone is saying, You're engaging your brain in a way that enhances comprehension and retention. He suggests picturing what the speaker is describing, almost like creating a movie in your mind to make the information more memorable.
So it's not just about hearing the words. It's about consciously processing and engaging with the information. This is making me want to rethink how I listen to podcasts.
Exactly. And visualization is a powerful tool on its own as well.
Okay.
Aminian recommends using it to clarify your goals and even rehearse challenging situations, which can boost your confidence and reduce anxiety.
This is blowing my mind. I never realized how many simple but powerful techniques there are for sharpening our mental game.
And we're not done yet. Aminian also highlights the benefits of structured journaling.
Ooh, I love a good journaling session. But what makes it a cognitive exercise beyond just getting your thoughts out of your head?
Well, it's about organizing your thoughts, clarifying your goals, and processing your experiences in a way that enhances self-awareness and personal growth.
So it's not just about venting. It's about actively engaging with your thoughts and feelings in a structured way.
Precisely, and that can have a huge impact on your mental clarity and emotional well-being.
This is all so fascinating, but I'm curious, does Aminian connect all these exercises back to his overall argument about holistic health and well-being?
He absolutely does. He argues that by consistently engaging in these cognitive workouts, we can create positive ripple effects that extend to all areas of our lives.
Okay. I'm on the edge of my seat. Tell me more.
So he breaks down the benefits into like 5 key areas.
Okay.
First, you can expect to see a noticeable improvement in your productivity and concentration.
Okay, so that's definitely something I could use more of. I feel like I'm constantly battling distractions these days.
Well, Minion argues that these cognitive exercises help train your brain to stay focused so you can power through tasks more efficiently and get more done in less time.
So it's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter.
Exactly.
I like that. What else is on the list?
Next up is enhanced problem solving and decision making. Aminian suggests that a consistent cognitive workout can help you approach challenges with more clarity and make decisions with greater confidence.
So instead of feeling overwhelmed or stuck, I'd be able to analyze situations more effectively and come up with solutions more easily. That would be a game changer.
Exactly. And here's a big one, especially in today's fast-paced world: greater emotional resilience and stress management.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah.
I'm all about anything that can help me stay calm and collected under pressure.
How does Aminian explain that connection?
He argues that by training your brain to focus and process information more efficiently, you're better equipped to handle difficult situations without feeling overwhelmed or reactive.
So it's like building mental armor against stress. This is making me want to sign up for a cognitive boot camp.
And the benefits don't stop there. Aminian also highlights the connection between cognitive fitness and a more balanced and successful life overall.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying that doing puzzles and meditating can actually lead to more success in life? That sounds almost too good to be true. Well, it's not magic, but Aminian makes a compelling argument. He suggests that when you're sharper, more focused, and less stressed, you're naturally better positioned to achieve your goals and create a life that feels more fulfilling and aligned with your values.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. It's like all these cognitive benefits create a ripple effect that extends to all areas of life.
Precisely. And lastly, Aminian emphasizes the long-term benefits of prioritizing cognitive health. Now, he argues that regularly engaging your brain in these exercises can help maintain cognitive function and reduce the risk of age-related decline.
So it's not just about feeling great in the present. It's about setting yourself up for a brighter future as well.
Exactly. It's like investing in a retirement plan for your brain.
I'm definitely sold on the idea, but where do we even begin? I'm already feeling a little overwhelmed by all the possibilities.
Well, Aminian's advice is to start small and focus on consistency. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just pick 1 or 2 exercises that resonate with you and incorporate them into your routine gradually.
Okay, baby steps it is.
Yeah.
But with so many options, how do I even choose?
Well, think about your goals and what areas you'd like to improve.
Right.
If you're struggling with focus, maybe try mindful meditation or brain-boosting games.
Okay.
If you're feeling stressed, maybe explore journaling or visualization techniques. And remember, it's not about forcing yourself to do something you hate. Choose activities you genuinely enjoy, so it feels more like a treat for your brain than a chore.
I love that it's all about finding what works for you and making it a sustainable part of your life. No need to add more stress to the equation.
Exactly. And as you start to see the benefits, you'll naturally feel more motivated to keep going.
Okay, I'm feeling inspired, but before we wrap up, I'd love to hear your final thoughts on Aminian's article. What's the one big takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
I think Aminian's core message is incredibly empowering. He's reminding us that we have the power to shape our own cognitive destiny, Our brains are incredibly adaptable, and with a little effort and intentionality, we can cultivate the mental clarity, focus, and resilience we need to thrive in all areas of life. Ooh, chills. That's such a beautiful way to put it. It's not about accepting our limitations. It's about recognizing our incredible potential for growth and transformation.
Precisely, and that's why I find Dominion's work so valuable. He's not just giving us a list of exercises. He's inspiring us to embrace the power of our own minds and create a future that's brighter and more fulfilling.
I couldn't agree more.
Thank
And
you.
on that note, let's leave our listeners with a little challenge.
Yes, let's do it.
I challenge each of you listening to pick just one cognitive exercise that sparked your interest today and commit to trying it out this week. It doesn't have to be a huge time commitment.
No, not at all.
Just start small and see how it feels.
I love that challenge. It could be 5 minutes of mindfulness before bed,
Yeah?
or trying a new brain training app on your commute. The key is to just take that first step and see what happens.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe we'll even check back in with you next week to see how your brain training is going.
That's a great idea. We'd love to hear about your experiences. So until next time, keep those minds sharp, stay curious, and remember, your brain is amazing. Treat it like the incredible asset it is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
And we'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration.